Hi y'all, welcome to today's video. Welcome to my channel. Hi, I'm FashFab. You can call me Fash. This is Sally. Y'all, we're getting shady with the ninjas. It's Shady Friday. On this channel, we create beauty one palette at a time. Grab your brushes, grab your palettes. Let's get into it. I am going to use the Danessa Myricks palette today. Anywhoosies, so this was Renee's week. Yay, Renee. Beauty and More with Renee. Go check her out. With the ninjas. And, well, what's the occasion, you ask? We are going to a sport event of some sort. Well, I have my Kansas jersey on. KU, to be specific, which is Kansas University, and I'm going to go into this blue that is in this palette. Anywhoosies, KU is one favorite college team, hands down. Okay, let's just be honest. I love them so much. I was raised with KU in my household, and my dad, my mom, my siblings, I mean, they are all huge KU fans. And I don't know any different, I guess, but they are pretty good. I mean, not to be bragging or anything, but KU's pretty good. They are the KU Jayhawks, just in case you guys are unaware, because I know some of, there's people out there that are not sports ball people, which is, okay, it's fine. It's fine. Anyway, they are the Jayhawks. I love KU so much. Like I said, KU is known for their rally cry. And their rally cry is kind of, how it became is kind of interesting, I guess you should say. It was the head of the science department that actually came up with the rally cry. Edgar H.S. Bailey, I believe, is what his name was. And like I said, he was the head of the science department. And this was back in 1886. He came up with the rally cry, but originally it was Rah Jayhawk. Well, eventually it got changed to Rock Chalk Jayhawk. Rocky is our mascot's name. He's pretty funny. Of course he's handsome. I mean, he's a Jayhawk. Of course he's handsome. Anywhoosies. So the rally cry starts out super duper slow, low, like it's a build-up thing. And the words are Rock, Chalk, Jayhawk, KU. I love the rally cry so much. In fact, it's not just a Kansas thing. The rally cry is not just a Kansas thing. Ted Roosevelt, yes, President Teddy Roosevelt, said that this was the greatest chant ever devised, which I thought was pretty cool. So obviously, he's been around when the, chant has gone, over the TV or on the radio or maybe in person. I don't know. I don't know how he formed his opinion, but, I stand by his opinion because it is the greatest rally cry ever devised. So it starts off slow, like I said, and then it just builds and builds and builds and builds. And when you have, hundreds of thousands of people saying this all at one time, it's just, it's earth-shattering. I would say earth-shattering. I mean, it's on YouTube. You can go and listen to it. It's super fun to do. I mean, I enjoy it. Like, just even sitting at home in my house, hanging out, being all cool, and, just enjoying the initial rumble of the cry. Okay. Also, I remember watching this as a kid, yes, but my first athlete that I watched from KU was Greg Ostertag. And I believe he went on to play, I don't know, y'all can check my facts. but I think he went on to play pro basketball, but I'm not for sure with who. Anyway, the reason why I remember this dude is because I remember, like, you don't know their height on TV until you see them in person, right? So when you walk up to somebody in person, you're like, oh my gosh, they are so much bigger than they are on TV, or they're, oh my gosh, they're so much smaller than they are on TV, you know, whatever the case may be. You know, people size up athletes. So I remember the first time I seen Greg Ostertag, my dad specifically said, that is the tallest white guy I have ever seen. And he was not kidding. Greg Ostertag, and my dad is not saying it to be prejudiced or anything like that. It was just, he is 7'2". Yes, you heard me correctly. 7'2". And I remember like standing there as a kid and just looking down and just it felt like my eyes were just going. Like I could have broke my neck by the time my eyes got to his face. Pretty sure. Anyway, and this was back in the early 90s, y'all, because his junior year, I messed up. Okay, his junior year was 1993 through 94, which was his best year ever played at KU. He graduated in 95, but stats-wise, his best year was in 1993 through 1994. And I just think he was the first person I saw that was so good and so big. But I remember watching him playing, you know, basketball, and it's almost like the tall guys, they have an advantage for points, yes. But it's almost like they have to walk around with their hands in the air, run up and down the court with their hands in the air, because if they bring their hands down and hit somebody on the head, it's not an automatic foul. Like, the tall people have the disadvantage of fouling out because they step on somebody or an elbow goes or a hand goes. But dang, this dude is massive. We have Bill Self right now. I am not, although I'm a KU fan, I will be a KU fan until the day I die. I am not a Bill Self fan, but we had Roy Williams back in the day. And that was a big scandal, because Roy Williams was at KU for the longest time. But then he left KU to go head coach at North Carolina, which is a huge rival to KU. I mean, in the NCAA, wowzers, that was a huge upset. That was a punch in the gut. And I miss Roy. Because I remember sitting down for a basketball game, you know, on TV or whatever, and my dad would say, we're going to pray that good old Roy was not going to have a heart attack today on those sidelines of that court. Because it did worry me. Bill Self worries me. Most head coaches worry me. They get so mad and so heated that it's almost like they could have a massive heart attack over there on the sidelines. It's like people are expecting it all the time. But Williams would get mad. And it was almost the highlight of the game to not only just see the players play, but to see how mad Roy Williams got. That was always a good time. Anywhoosies, y'all, let me finish your eyes. Hold on to your butts. Okay, y'all, here's the finished look. So the occasion was, how would you go to a game, a sports game? Well, if I was going to go to a sports game, it definitely would be the Kansas Jayhawks. Like if I was going to go to a Kansas Jayhawks basketball game, this is what I would wear. So that's the history I know about the chant. And what do you think? Do you like this look? What would you wear to like a Chiefs game or a Saints game or whatever sports ball you like to go see? What would you wear? How would your makeup be? Because y'all, we are known for the red and blue. Just saying. Anywhoosies, y'all, hype a girl out, which means down in the comments section, swipe left, press hype, follow the prompts, and it hypes your girl out. Like, subscribe, share. Click that notification bell down there. It should let you know next time I upload. I hope you guys are having an awesome, amazing day. Go out and do something kind for somebody. And the playlist is linked down below so y'all can go and check out the other ladies and see how they would go to a sports occasion. And Sally and I are going to see you in our next video. Toodles!